everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Serving It Hot. This is your host, Bree, and I want to thank you so much for joining me today. If you are a first time listener, I want to thank you so much for listening today. And if you are a recurring listener, thank you as well. This is a weekly podcast where I basically talk about whatever it is that I want to talk about. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into today's episode. This is your first time listening to this podcast. I normally start off with two segments and then I jump into the main topic. But since this is the last episode of 2022, I just decided that I'm going to go ahead and talk to you guys until I don't have anything else more to say. So let me get started. First and foremost, I hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas. I hope you guys got to spend time with your family, your friends. I hope that you got whatever it is that you wanted that was on your wish list. For me, Christmas was amazing overall. Um, I woke up Christmas Day. I cooked pan con pollo, which is a Salvadorian sandwich, and then I made Belizean tamales. That was a fail because I wanted to try something new, and my whole family was like, "Why did you want to try something new on Christmas Day? We wanted it so bad." So that was a fail. But overall, we had a nice time. My kids enjoyed their Christmas gifts. I was shocked at my Christmas gift. I mean, all year I've been saying, I want Crocs, I want Crocs, I want Crocs. Ever since I bought my daughter Crocs last year and I wore it like once, I was like, oh my gosh, these are so comfy. And I wasn't always a Crocs girl because it looked ugly. I'm not even going to lie. But I tried her Crocs once and I was like, oh my God, these are so comfy. So I wanted one. So all this year I've been saying, I want Crocs, I want Crocs, I want Crocs. So here I am opening a Christmas gift. I didn't even know that I had a Christmas gift. And it was a pair of Crocs. And it was in my favorite color, you guys. If you guys don't know, my favorite color is pink. So I have these cute pink Crocs. And of course, I got the little bedazzlement that you can put on there. So right now I have my coffee on there, my donut, my bagel. It's a whole thing. So yes, but Christmas was good. Now moving on to the day after Christmas. Now my husband, he's been having this horrible cough for the past maybe a week going on 2 weeks. He's taken all bunch of medicine and I'm like, this cough isn't getting any better. So I told him on Christmas Day that he needed to go to urgent care. So, being that I work at the post office, we had the Monday after Christmas off, Christmas Day off. So, he woke me up like around 6 a.m. that Monday morning. He was like, do you want to come with me to urgent care? I was like, okay, cool. So, we got dressed, we got up, we went there like around 8. All this while going there, I've been checking my phone to see what the wait time would be. And it said 30 to 40 minutes. I was like, okay, that's fine. Because the time I took my daughter to urgent care a couple of weeks ago, we waited for like almost 2.5 hours. I was like, I don't want to do that again. So I was like, 30, 40 minutes isn't bad. So we get there and I just see the parking lot full. I was like, oh my God. So we walk in and she said the wait time would be about 4 hours. I was like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? She was like, yeah. I was like, you know what? We just gotta stick it out. So we stayed there for 4 hours. And of course, going into a health facility, you need to wear your mask. And I'm so glad that I did because everybody in there was coughing like they're about to cough their lungs out. So finally, he got seen by the doctor, and the doctor was like, yeah, there's a lot of flu going around and strep throat. So that's what he has. He has strep. So he's been taking his antibiotics. He's been taking this cough suppressant and then also something for the pain in his throat. So quick PSA. Men, don't wait for your significant other, your wife, your girlfriend, whoever, to tell you to go to the doctor. If you don't feel good, and it's been at least a couple days, you've been taking over-the-counter medicine and nothing is happening, take the initiative and go to the doctor. Don't wait for us to tell you to go to the doctor. Hate is such a strong word. I don't want to use hate. I dislike when I have to be the one to tell them, hey, maybe you should go to the doctor if you've been doing all this and it's not getting better. But I think that's just men overall. They need to be babied. So men, do better in the new year that's coming up, okay? Do better. Now, let's talk about something else. So I am very open with my kids, and I tell them to come and talk to me about whatever they want to talk about, right? So my daughter, we were driving somewhere one day and she asked me a question and it really got me to thinking. She asked me, she was like, you believe in God, right? I was like, yes. She was like, okay. She believed in God as well. But she's wondering if when people die and then they come back to life, is it because God knew that their purpose on earth wasn't completed yet, so he brought them back to life? But people who died and stay dead, did that mean that they completed their purpose on this earth? And I was like, I really don't have an answer for that. And it's been puzzling my mind since. I mean, is that the reason why some people, you know how they have some people who said they were dead for like a couple minutes, but then they came back? I'm wondering if that is a real reason. Like God was like, you're not finished here. So I'm bringing you back to life, but I need you to change a few things that you've been doing in your life. So yeah, these are the type of conversations that me and my kids, well, not my son. My daughter, she is more into spirituality and all that type of stuff. So me and her have conversations like this on a regular. So it was just something that I wanted to share with you guys and see what you think about the whole situation about that. So yeah, but moving along, as I said, this is the last episode of 2022. I started this podcast back in April, so it hasn't been a full year for me, but I am super grateful that I started this podcast. I'm grateful for all you guys who listen each and every single week. But moving on into 2023, there will be some changes. When I started this podcast, I had a vision in mind. I basically had a vision in mind. And now moving on into 2023, my feelings have changed. That vision have changed. I see myself in 2 years somewhere else rather than what I'm doing right now, where I'm at right now. So with that being said, this weekend I will be looking at all the analytics with this podcast, and then I will make some necessary changes. Why? Because I want to start monetizing this podcast. Why I want to start monetizing this podcast? Because I want to, like I said, I have a goal that I want to be in really 1 year, but I'm gonna give myself 2 years. And with that being said, I need to start making money. So it won't cost you guys anything, but I really want to start switching things up a little bit in order for me to monetize this podcast. And monetize, I mean by getting ads. So that's what my plan for this podcast will be. So maybe the day may change that I normally put out the podcast, but I will let you guys know. But I am going to look at my numbers with my husband and go over every single detail. Also, talking about moving into 2023, I'm leaving some things behind that no longer serves me, and that is, I might step on some toes, but hey, I gotta live in my truth. People close to me, this is what I'm doing. These are the times, but what I'm not gonna do is keep on reminding you about what I have coming up. This is me personally. When you tell me about something that you're doing, I make it my mission to support you, to share, comment, whatever have you. I want the same respect, basically. So that's what I'm leaving behind in 2022. There is something that's been weighing on my mind ever since I had a conversation with my therapist about abandonment. I might talk about that more in 2023, but I have reached out to this person on Facebook and I sent him a very long message, just basically forgiving him for how he made me feel, for what he did to me emotionally. And yeah, just extending that olive branch for if he wants to have a relationship or not. And if not, it is all good. I mean, I've forgiven him. I've expressed how I feel about the situation, and now basically the ball is in his court. But at the same time, I'm moving on from the situation because I need to evolve and grow. Another thing that I'm leaving behind in 2022 is all the self doubt, all the looking for validation from other people, all the self criticism. When I put something out there, whether it's a post, whether it's a podcast, whatever have you, in the back of my head, I need it to be perfect, perfect, perfect. If it's not perfect, I'm not putting it out. Now I'm at the point where, you know what? It don't have to be perfect for me to put it out because somebody out there might need the message that I am bringing. So I'm sorry, it doesn't need to be perfect, but I do need to put out whatever it is that I want to put out. So no more being perfect, no more criticizing myself, no more doing that. I am looking forward to 2023. Last night I did my first ever live vision board on a poster. I think it was a little while after I started this podcast back in April. I wrote down a couple goals that I had in mind for 2022. Some I accomplished, some I didn't, and that's okay. But I was like, I joined this group of women on TikTok, and they were like, let's do a vision board and share it with each other for 2023. And I was like, that's a great idea. So I got all my pictures that I wanted. I got the materials, and I did my vision board yesterday. And I am super, super excited to see what 2023 have in store for me. Also, I know I tell you guys about taking care of yourself, having like a date night. I must be honest, I haven't been doing it maybe for the past couple months, and it's due to one, work, and other obligations that I had. So I wasn't able to do that. But yeah, my therapist asked me about it, and I was like, it's been a while. So anyway, I went on TikTok. I love TikTok, by the way. They have some great ideas over there. So I went on TikTok, and this lady, she had a jar, and she wrote down some ideas for self date day or night. You put it on a piece of paper, you fold it up, you put it in a jar, and when it comes time for you to do your self date day or night, you pick a paper from the jar and you do that specific thing. So I also did that yesterday. So I'm super, super excited to get that started. And it just gives you, it makes you do things that you normally wouldn't do. Nothing too crazy. I mean, but if you want to do something crazy, that's all on you. But yeah, it just makes you do something new rather than doing the same thing over and over and over, I guess. So yeah, I'm excited for that. But I am looking forward to 2023. I hope that you guys are too. It's been a while since I've left you with a quote, so let me give you that now. And it is, what is coming is better than what is gone. Let me say that once more. What is coming is better than what is gone. I wish you all a happy, prosperous, and peaceful 2023. May all your wishes and dreams come through. Please be safe if you guys going out to bring in a new year. I love you all so much, and I will see you all next week, next year. Be blessed. Love you. Bye.